Air conditioning on this Model 3 Tesla. So collision accident, and a little backstory. This was smashed 6 months ago, and they're just getting all the parts now, getting ready to fix it. Now it's time for them to call me out because they just got the heat exchangers. So here's your glycol loop heat exchanger, one of them, and there's our condenser right there. So this has been sitting a long time. I just touched the doorknob handle, and you know when you get in a Prius and they have the storage of the hot coolant so they can preheat for lowering the emissions with the electric pumps. So this car's been sitting for a long time, but as soon as I touched the door handles, these pumps started pumping to circulate the glycol just by me touching the door handle. There's no glycol in there, so that's not a good thing, running pumps with no glycol. But you know, it's a body shop. But they don't know that it has this feature. So for you who have electric vehicles and they don't think it's important to fill up the glycol and running electric pumps at full speed with no glycol inside of them, for this with knowledge of you don't run electric pumps with seals with no lubricant and cooling. Okay, so let's jump to the next topic. Look how loaded and dirty this condenser is. Take a look at this thing. That is filthy. Let me see, let's do a zoom in. Look at that. So it looks like these Model 3 condensers are Hoover vacuum cleaners for cleaning up our roads, freeways. So that's not a great design. And we live in a roughly clean area. This is like the San Francisco, California, and Silicon Valley area. Right now I'm in Burlingame, and this is the kind of thing you can expect. So that's not a good thing, and it's a good thing they're changing it. And that pump is still running. On this Model 3, what do you see? There's your electric compressor. What's that? Expansion valve. What's that? Electric expansion valve. 4-wire sensor. Now, I didn't read anything about this, and you know there's very little information about it, but I don't have to. So we have a 4-wire. So we'll have position sensors, most likely, and we can either set the step actuator, a stepper motor, in different positions for that pintle to go up and down, and then we'll have a sensor array that senses the signal to sense in what position it is in. So here's our electronic expansion valve. What is this called? This is your plate heat exchanger. Really nice one too. Damn, I want to get wrecked one of these and take this. I think I'm going to look for some wrecked Teslas that got smashed, and I actually want that plate heat exchanger. I want to get one of those. So I like to get my hands on. And that's one good thing about working in a lot of body shops. I could get new smashed units because they come in assemblies. So say this was hit over here and this was smashed, they'll get the whole piping assembly or something, and I get to scavenge parts off of them. That's one of the cool things about being in this business. If I want these pumps and it came in an assembly but one side was smashed, I get free pumps. Pretty cool. So check out our piping. So here's our liquid line coming off right here, and it hits a T. One is going to feed this expansion valve, and if we follow this back, probably there, we'll go back. There it comes up right there, and there's our expansion valve right there. And we have another actuator, probably a hard cutoff. I'm not going to say that's a sensor on the side. I'm going to say that's most likely an actuator, but I don't know. But I'm going to say that this is, for some reason, they have a hard cutoff reason to actually completely close. But I would like to know that, more about that unit there. We have a 4-wire sensor here on the suction line. We have, oh, I can't get my fingers back there, but I think, is that a 4-wire? No, that's a 2. I'm sorry guys, I can't get in there, and it looks like I forgot to turn my light on. I think that's a 4-wire back there. I see 2, 3. I know I see 3 wires for sure on this sensor right here. And yes, our refrigerant is pure YF refrigerant, 2.8% air mixed in. And our connectors. Part numbers. Can I get a part number off this compressor somewhere? Is there a sticker? There we go. There's one sticker. Okay, so this is on top of the compressor module assembly there. If somebody wants to Google that and see if they could dig up some more information on this particular compressor off this Model 3. Like a little corrosion going on here. I could see this is probably never went in for service. No technician would allow that to stay behind like that. And let me get on to recovering this refrigerant so that we can swap out that new condenser over there, since I already know the quality of the refrigerant is good. All right, we'll get back to this after I get the new condenser on.